Hello, this is Josh Pasmore explaining for Full Potential Alliance how a Gaia level fund or a world fund can work. So as we work together with other individuals in a consortium, one of the first things we want to do is understand how they treat their fund. What kind of fund we're working out together? Is this something that we have similar agreements on? So the agreements around funds and the agreements around decisions and a couple other critical agreement fields. In this case, I'm going to show you an example of the Gaia fund, one of the many Gaia funds that can be out there. Now, a Gaia fund supports world level projects. So it doesn't support community level projects that feed a couple individuals, but supports the world as a whole. So in this case, money comes in and it goes into the fund that has a certain parameter. Now this fund is based on a set of next steps. It'll have a set of next steps attached to it. Now if somebody wants to be a part of this fund, they would look at what we have as how we make decisions, what the next steps are, what the projects are on a global scale, and see if they want to be a part of it. If not, they would create their own Gaia fund. But it's important to have something that's for the whole world and something that's for the individuals, so that we're putting back into the center and we're building out the common vision. And then the other Gaia funds can all talk to each other. Okay, so the first, it goes to the top needed projects or the next steps. One of these could be gardening that has no return, but it's very important to have food in the whole system. So these don't really depend on return. They depend on what is needed to make the shift, okay? So once these are fulfilled and up and going, and if there's extra funding, now we trickle down. The next one would be economy building. The next one, we want to have our reserves replenished. So we want to have anything that builds a new economy specifically. In our case, it's contribution resource-based economy. And there's a criteria for that. Any trickle after that, so this will produce its own income, can come back in through here. If there's still left over, we would loan out to community projects that aren't necessarily a part of the bigger vision directly or the next steps directly, but they may complete a piece of that, but they're not doing it under the banner or name of the Gaia fund. And so these would return the money as a loan, and that would come back in. It's that simple. There will be more details. If you want to look at the details of each of these, you can look at these. We'll send you it's called XMind. You'll have to download the application.